Welcome, everyone, to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll try the run. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. On the move to his left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
And the Utes will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Boots his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. This guy can throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field, but he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Makes the grab. It's Washington. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Utes moving quickly to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try to sneak it. Now the chance for perhaps the most rewarding 1-yard drive in the history of football. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Utah.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Slide 22. Slide 22. Go.
Using his feet. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Fair catch called for and made. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page.
Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab at the 30. All by himself down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, dude.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's right on target. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Utes in the hurry up. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Man, on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He'll just keep slinging it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the run, it's Mitchell. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
7, Utah, 3.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oregon 7, Utah 3.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
That's caught. It's sticky. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He's going to pass. Stopped after making the catch.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
That last completion sets him up on second down. They'll run the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Trying play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. He wants to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Quarterback's on the move, still looking. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Comes out throwing on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw it again. Starts to scramble to the left. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Splits the uprights, it's good. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive.
He's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires left. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Direct snap. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 14-6. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Running back goes in motion. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. He turns this into a nice game and gets down to avoid the hit. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. The back goes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. He's going to let it go. Snags it at the 30 and still running. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Oregon 14, Utah 9.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first...
Running toward the tape. At the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 38. 2nd down.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to get it through the air. He's going to run it. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation, and a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself hurt.
He finds his man. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. And the Utes will hustle to the line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Feeling some heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Great job in coverage by the defense. He just had nowhere to go with the ball.
2nd down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Quarterback checking off. Going up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Coming after it. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. They want to just keep throwing it. Trying to get to him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. The give to the tailback. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's third and goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
He makes the connection. At the 45 on his way. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Trying to get the corner. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
And the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Hits the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
The option look. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oregon 28, Utah 9.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds a man on the left. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Utes are in the hurry-up.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job.
Looking for the end zone. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Bounced off his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Running it back, it's Crispin. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On second down, looking again to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
To the ground with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Utes heading quickly to the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
They came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Snap in the shotgun. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the two-point conversion attempt is stopped. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll give it to him again. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. Smashes through. Got enough space. Touchdown Ducks! He would not be denied. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
This offense has a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Pulls it in. It's Lyons. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.